dreamy.
Foot size?
Foot size doesn't matter.
What if you hate the way he picks his nose?
Picks his nose?
And eats it.
Excuse me, sir. He is a prince.
An Easter egg is something that you find because a bunny or a director put it there. Sometimes they're jokes that are just too inappropriate or kind of dirty for the audience.
Me spuds are boiling.
In this case, a director probably told a producer or editor to hide some of these jokes in the credits of movies, so you really probably would miss it if it, wasn't pointed out to you by someone like me. I am your treasure map, so follow me, please. And speaking of maps, the Marauders map, made famous in Harry Potter for showing the location of everyone at Hogwarts through some magical spell stuff, even those that are snogging it up in the corner, notice in this picture. For those of you less inclined into the Potterverse, snogging is just a British witchy way of saying hooking up, playing tonsil hockey, etc., etc. In one instance, these characters are either doing it, or at the very least are real close with one another, depending on your interpretation of what two footprints super close to one another, facing one another, and in between one another might mean. Could be mid-tango, who really knows? Especially since there are a plethora of creatures, monsters, and other marauding meeps strutting about the grounds of Hogwarts.
Yes, sir.
So there's that. Yeah, and to top it all off, the director of Azkaban, Alfonso Cuarón, apparently didn't even know about this hidden adult joke in the credits before watching a late cut of the film. It's always nice to know that there are some things that just can't be disclaimed ahead of time and can surprise anyone. And some things need no disclaiming, like in Frozen, when one Kristoff tells Anna that men eat their own boogers, that all men eat their own boogers. And no one really bats an eye or gives a shit because, it's a stupid joke, but Disney felt like they had to add some sort of disclaimer at the end. And that disclaimer read something like this. The views and opinions expressed by Kristoff in the film that all men eat their own boogers are solely his own and do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of the Walt Disney Company or the filmmakers. Neither the Walt Disney Company nor the filmmakers make any representation of the accuracy of any such views and opinions. Wow! What fake lawyer was tasked with creating such an outrageous disclaimer? Then again, Disney is notoriously a litigious company, meaning they won't hesitate to sue your ass. And being as litigious as they are, the House of Mouse is not impossible. Perhaps that someone who kisses Bob Iger's greedy little butt was too worried about parents finding that their men-childs would be eating too many boogers too frequently, completely altering the potential future of an entire generation of young men-child's ability to reproduce. Or it's just a joke. And an even bigger joke is that people usually just walk out of the theater when the credits roll. I'm not calling anyone out, but yeah, I am looking at you. My friend who has chosen to stick around this long into this video, stick around for the entire movie, including the credits, and you might just catch one of these silly little Easter eggs that keep sliding into the end of these movies. Or like in some instances, you might even receive the gift of a teaser or a button on a film with a little extra scene after the credits finish scrolling. And that's always a joy.